Good morning friends, happy Friday, happy Sunday when you guys are seeing this. I've got today and tomorrow to film and edit this video, so I need to get my busy boots on. But welcome back to my channel guys. Welcome if you guys are new. I'm Gemma and this is My Life as a Mum. So I'm currently filling this with some Whams, some Starburst, some scrumptious sweets and some Haribo Star Mix. So this is being filled today because she needs it for the school fair, and she's also got non-school uniform today. I'm talking about my youngest, by the way, she's in year 6. For non-school uniform they need to bring in bottles also for the fair, so I'm doing that this morning. But I'm actually wanting to do a bit of a life update for you guys because I cannot believe it is the weekend. So I filmed this video last Saturday, and then on the Sunday I started to film kind of like a whole house cleaning video because I've been in situational depression for like 2 to 3 months and I've only been doing what I've had to do, which is the dishes. And then if some area of the house is getting over untidy or cluttered or, you know, dusty or whatever, all I might have done one day is the dishes and the coffee table, or the dishes and straighten up the toys, or whatever it is. I have not touched the bathroom in 2 or 3 months. Carl has actually done that. He did a deep clean because we were starting to get what looked like a bit of mold in the shower. He did a trick that we actually learned from a landlord. What he did was lined between the wall and the bath, or the wall and the shower, or the wall and the sink, you know, where you've got like the silicone, I don't even know what it's called, so I'm not going to try to pretend that I do. The white seal between, well, sometimes it can get dirty and grubby and it can look a little bit like moldy, and so rolled up toilet roll, line where you want it to be, and then put bleach on it and leave it there overnight and it will be nice and clean and white. And that's how landlords make grubby houses look like they've just been renovated for you to move in. Anyway, so he's dealt with the bathroom, and so on the Sunday I really wanted to just get on top of the house because it had been a minute. And then my memory card started getting full, so I took all of Saturday's video, which I took you guys along for the day, and we chatted. And for the first time in a very long time, you know, for a while when you first start YouTube, it can, let me just turn this down one, it can feel like you are physically talking to a camera. Like technically I'm stood in the kitchen talking to a camera, and it can feel that way for a while. It can throw you off, it can give you brain fog, you don't really feel like, it's just awkward, and it can come across in the way you're talking for a while, until this last 2 or 3 months. You know, I've had a lot of views on my channel in like October and November of last year. It was unreal, and I thank you guys so much for watching my content. It still blows my mind to today, but while I've been gone away for the last 2 or 3 months, so many of you guys have been leaving comments on my latest video, or you've been keeping up with me in the community tab. I've been trying to keep you guys as updated as possible, and the response from you guys has been incredibly kind, asking how I am, wanting to know when I'll be back. And some of you guys had said like, oh, I don't mean that to sound pushy, and you know, take your time, and I hope that doesn't sound, you know, rude or whatever. And I think if you're a nice person, you perceive things in a nice way. I never read any of the comments that you guys have left and thought, oh my god, get off my back and you're making me feel pressured into coming. Like, it was never that. I read all of the comments that you guys sent, and I knew that they were coming from a place of like, some of you guys said that like, I miss you, I miss your content, I can't wait until you're back, but take your time, and just basically my word for the year, which was to give myself grace, and you guys have given me that as well. When I come back at the weekend on Saturday and I took you guys along for the day, we actually put my Christmas decorations in storage. Yay! I have been wanting to do that for the longest time. They've been cluttering up the hallway by the front door and they've really just been annoying me, so to get those in storage last weekend was so good. You're in my seat. You tithead.
The minute that I saw you, I was gone. Ringing from my head into my bones.
I blame you for the things that weigh me down. 'Cause in the echo of your silence, I only hear what's best for me. Yeah, in the echo of your silence, I'm thinking more of her. She who wants to study your body, who gets the better version of you. I need the bitter truth. I need the better version of you.
Christmas stuff is all in storage. It looks worse than it is. I really want to get in here at some point and just like go through everything and declutter, and I want to eventually get rid of the storage. Honestly, it's like £68 a month. It's a little bit more than I would rather be paying, and when I'm starting to budget and I can see where else that could be going, it really motivates you to want to get rid of it. So we're gonna lock up. Literally took like less than 5 minutes.
In the echo of your silence, I'm thinking more of her. She who wants to study your body, who gets the better version of you. I need the bitter truth. I need the better version of you.
Girls, we're going.
I need the better version of you. I need the better you.
She just got down. I know. I made a cup of tea that day, and you guys love my kitchen cleaning motivation. I had some pots to do, so I showed you guys that.
I really wanted to get it right, trying to find some balance in my life, but I never really put up a fight, didn't follow my dreams, and now I'm losing sleep. What if I lost touch? What if I'll never get it right? I try to follow my heart, but I lost it somehow. Wish that someone could say it'll all be okay. Just listen to me as I say. Slow it down, dreams still yours if you want it. Enjoy the ride, 'cause those ups and those downs is what makes it worth the while. You will make it in time. I never left a stone unturned, trying to find some love.
Tia was being an absolute goon when Carl got home. I think he took Casey to work. I think that was just it. He'd not even been gone that long, but maybe a good hour or so. I think he got his hair cut as well. And then when he got home, she was an absolute maniac. Just look.
It's so rough. Be careful.
You can fall off the couch.
All right. Calm down. Enough now.
Chill.
Calm it. Calm.
You look like you're teething.
Oh, you're tiring me out.
Is he winding you up to you?
Right, yeah. Right, I'm getting up now. Off and bugger. Go lie down, find something to do. Leave me alone. Go on.
I just took you guys along for the day, but along the way, I kind of give you a life update, and it was so organic. And like I said, sometimes, a lot of the time, especially in the beginning of a YouTube channel, you can feel like you're just talking to a camera. And even when you get the odd comments and you get in plenty of views, it can still kind of feel like you're talking to the camera, and it might distort your voice. It's done that to me before, especially when I did a sit down life update yesterday. I tried to film this video. I did a sit down video on my bed, and it feels very formal, and it makes my voice come across a little bit more formal. I don't like it, so I just thought I'm gonna pick up the camera today. I haven't even done one thing yet, but it's fine. I don't want to really be rustling and you guys struggle to hear me. So yeah, I'm filming this video again today to just let you know why I've been MIA. So where do I start? We moved into this house in August, and one of the things that we agreed on was, okay, so backtrack a little bit further. In January of 2022, I actually left my 17-year relationship. I've done that a few times, but this time was different because I went to my mum's. He actually gave up the house, put all of our stuff in storage. I'd already put a lot of my stuff in storage, but there were some things still left over. I literally just had like 6 or 7 hours to just make the decision, because it was something I'd wanted to do for a long time, but it was like, am I going to do it today? Can I do it today? And then I just did it. On the day I called, I was like, do you have storage? I left in January, put some of my stuff in storage. A few weeks later, he put the rest of the house in storage, moved to his mum's. I was at my mum's, and we were done. I'm not too big on the Bible, but I have dabbled. I've read a few little sections. It's something I want to do. I want to read the Bible from front to back. I don't go to church. I don't believe in God, but I do believe that there's something. So it's like, is it or isn't it? Yeah, it's a whole thing. I was baptized. I had a Holy Communion. I was confirmed all when I was younger. So it is in me, but like, I didn't really care about that stuff when I was younger. And now that I'm older, I'm like, well, so like the Bible says, I would rather live in a torn down shack than live in, I don't fully remember it, but basically a house of just commotion. So yeah, we both was at our parents' house. All of our stuff was in storage, so it really did cut ties. There was no just going back to what we had. Now I feel like I'm rambling and taking too long. This is why I'm so gutted. I actually accidentally deleted. See, I don't even know if I finished that conversation. Oh my god. Now I feel like I want to start again. So I'm just gonna start from why I have been MIA. Now the first reason is because I was having such a good time from when we moved in here in August, and through November was fantastic. I mean, as you guys know, I've been doing cleaning videos, so housework is getting done. And in my old house, in the Messy to Minimal series, a lot of that was me tidying up on camera, but it was being moved from one place to another. A lot of tidying up was being done, don't get me wrong, but sometimes it would end up back where I'd just tidied up from. Even if it was now not a cluttered mess, it was just cluttered but tidy and organized. In my old house, there was just stuff everywhere. You had to tidy one place to tidy another to tidy another. Me trying to do cleaning videos was difficult, and that's just how I went about doing stuff. However, in this house, when I tidy up, what you see me tidy up is what I tidy up. Like, I can do a full, I would never have done this in my old houses. I will do a 360 and you'll see what I have tidied up is tidy. I'm gonna do that in one of my videos just to show you guys. But in October and November on this channel, I was doing housework all the time. I was keeping on top of the kitchen, keeping on top of the front room. I was keeping on top of my bedroom. It would get a mess and then I would tidy it, and then it would get a mess and then I would tidy it. I was constantly cleaning the bathroom, which I will tell you right now, for 16, 17 years, the bathroom and the bins, I would clean around the sink, or I would rinse the bath out before anyone needed to use it. But cleaning the bathroom like I have been doing on my channel, I never did. In this house, we said that the person that I was in our last house and the person that he was in our last house was absolutely banned from coming into this new life that we were creating. So in the past we've had fallouts, we've got into arguments, then we've had conversations to make up, promises have been made, things have been said to make it better, and it changes for a couple of weeks and then it just goes right back to how it was. When I left in January and I was done and he got let go from work for a few weeks and we got talking, a lot was said. We had really long, deep conversations. And the conversation from 2022 sounded completely, even though a lot of the same things were being said, it sounded so different. So I was inclined to give us a year. We would move into this house and at the end of the year we would sit down. We'd sit down a few times throughout the year, but at the end of the year we would sit down and say, has this relationship been more good than bad, or is it just history repeating itself? If there's more good than bad and we're just typical disagreeing, then we'll continue beyond the year. But if history repeats itself, then I will leave for good. As I said I don't know if I said this because I ended up scrapping it and starting again, but in October and November was a great time for me, relationship wise, family wise, YouTube wise. It was way up here. And then in December, you know, I was keeping on top of the housework all this time because I wanted to. When you want to do something, you'll do anything for anyone, but when you have to, you'll do the bare minimum. And so somebody was coming home and constantly complaining about a couple of dishes in the sink, or the fact that the trash was still sat on the floor by the back door, which is where it always is. It's where we keep the bin. I was putting the bins out, I was doing the dishes. Because he was working such late hours, I was making the kids tea, washing up from the kids tea, making our tea, and then at like 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night, I'm not really wanting to do dishes, so sometimes there would be a couple of pots from our tea, or I haven't even got round to our tea, but it was just a whole thing. And I was doing so much. I was like, stop looking at the things that you can see that aren't done and look at everything that I have done. Like I said, at first it was like water off a duck's back, whatever, you're being annoying, I'm just gonna ignore you complaining about irrelevant things when I've done so much today already. And then it got to a point where it's like, okay, you are starting to get under my skin. I said, it feels like you're prodding the bear. You know what happens, like situational depression is what happens, and I'll do nothing. Not because I don't want to. This whole time that I've been MIA from my YouTube channel, I have wanted to come back so bad. And I use my YouTube channel, since I do cleaning videos, to try and inspire and motivate myself to get the housework done, but even that hasn't been working. Then December rolls around, and now I'm doing Vlogmas and I have no time for housework. We were still okay at this point, but you know, the traditional housework that I was doing had to stop. I had no time for it and it was becoming an issue in the relationship. And I was like, listen, I have been slugging my ass off this whole time that we've been here, August through to like the 1st of December. I just need you to give me some grace for December so that I can do Vlogmas, because it's taking up a lot of time. You guys know that I was falling behind because it's a lot. And so I was like, just give me December, and come January, Vlogmas will be over and I will go back into my normal content. We were constantly having disagreements and falling out over housework. Come January, I am now getting into that funky feeling, like I can feel like we're not what we was. And it wasn't just about housework, it was just we were constantly arguing and bickering and falling out and going to bed on a bad note. And into January we ended up having a massive argument, and that was it for me. It was bad enough that we were bickering and having cross words, then it was bad enough that we were like arguing and falling out, full on arguing. So that was bringing me really down. Not to say that it wasn't for him, but like, I'm a Libra, so we don't like confrontation and I'll avoid it at all costs. I would rather bring humor to me complaining. I'll give you an example. Let me show you guys. So in this cupboard I've got 6 glasses, 4 glasses, 4 cups. In this cupboard we have 3 of these and 3 of these. And then in this cupboard we've got these 3, we've got all of these. This is our miscellaneous, so like my mum cup, Carl's dad cup, Brooklyn's Slytherin cup, Jaden's Xbox cup, all of these go in here, they're temporarily. And then we've got the hot chocolate mugs in the top. Now when Carl does dishes, he will pretty much gravitate towards putting everything in this cupboard. So I'll find glasses in here that are supposed to be in the cupboard with the plates. I'll find my glass cups in here when they're supposed to be in here, and I'm just like, you want everything to be away and like tidy. There's different kinds of organised people, and I've learnt this through decluttering and organising and minimalism and all of that. Some people are a visual person where they want the home edit style of organising. Some people want a bin or a cupboard, and as long as it's away, it's away. I guess that's what Carl's like, but it drives me crazy because I'm like, you stood by all of the cupboards. You've got to go in that cupboard for the plates and the bowls. It's not hard to just open this cupboard and put those in there, and open this cupboard and put those in there. Why am I finding them all in one cupboard? And it drives me crazy. And then I come in here when he's washing up, and I will jokingly, and I do, I'm you know, smiling, and I'm like, oh my god, you're like so annoying. It's not actually hard. Like, look, put these in here and this one in here and then all of that in there. I'm really, I guess, theatrical about my complaining. I don't actually come in and be like, seriously, what is your problem? I'm like, do you not want a tidy house? Why am I finding, like, I'm not actually like bitching, complaining. I'm just like humorously complaining about like, how hard is it? Oh my god. Even though I'm like, it's not difficult. I don't get mad about it because it's not the end of the world, but like, it feels like I'm the only one making this house a home and you're just shoving things where they don't go. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm a very humorous complainer, whereas somebody's a very complaining complainer. But now I forgot where I was going, and this is why I try not to go off on a tangent, because then I forget where I need to come back to. For the most part, we are back to being okay. I'm hoping that it stays that way and that we can just keep on the up. But we had a very intense conversation at the weekend because I needed him to hear, I will leave at the end of the year if I can't be the mum to my kids that they deserve and that I always wanted to be. That was the whole main reason why I've been away. My situational depression is debilitating and it stops me from doing pretty much everything. I cannot show up for people in the way that I want to. In previous houses, I've had really bad situational depression and it's not gone away. The only thing that brings me situational depression is my relationship too, and I hate that. I wish I could not let it, you know, affect me in the way that it does, but it does. If that means that we can't be together in order for me to be that person to my kids, so be it. So if you want to be with me, you can't bring that out of me. Having said all of that, the only other situation that I have been dealing with the last couple of weeks, I took Maddie to school, and then about an hour later I started to get earache. The way I can describe it is, people get a headache. You either have a banging headache or you have like a dull ache of a headache. Well, it was more of a dull ache earache. It wasn't like intense, it wasn't throbbing, and like, I mean, I could feel it throbbing, but it wasn't painful. Like I could feel it. Like, ugh. I had so much paracetamol and ibuprofen. I would have 2 at night before bed, 2 of each before bed, 2 of each in the morning, and then if I needed some throughout the day. It was waking me up every single night at like 3, 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, and I would be up for about an hour and then I would go back to sleep. It was 3 days in this year, and then on the evening of the 3rd day it went to this one. I went from being able to hear people perfectly fine in a conversation to having earache in both ears. You know when you get, I don't know, basically it was like getting all of the shit out of my ears, which I was like, okay, this is a great thing. Like, I went to have my ears syringed a few years ago. I used the drops, but I didn't use them properly, and so when she went to like use the thing to like suction it out, it was actually painful. And any sign of pain at the doctor's or the dentist or anything medical, I'm out of there. Yeah, I don't do well with that stuff, so I've never been back. And so this ear has been blocked for more than 5 years, and this one clears up and it's just a pain, but like for the most part I can hear people again perfectly fine. However, when I had earache for 2 days, I could hear a pin drop. As you know, we've got the kitchen door, so I would have to boil the kettle, go out, shut the door. Once the kettle had boiled, come back in and make a brew, because it was so loud that it was just like, oh my god, it's too loud, I can't handle it. And then it went from being able to hear a pin drop to feeling like I was under 6 inches of bath water and somebody's trying to talk to me, but they're talking with a quiet voice, and I literally am trying really hard to lip read and I just can't hear and understand what you're trying to myself. I would have to reiterate what I think they've said. It got to the point where I was like, just text me. They didn't, but yeah, we struggled for a few days. Me and Carl were watching Friends. We'd got through many seasons of Friends, and then the last 3-4 seasons maybe I couldn't watch because I couldn't hear it and I couldn't lip read. I'm not that good at lip reading, but I can lip read my family. Yeah, so it was a nightmare. I couldn't watch Friends anymore. I then was watching YouTube, but I had to have the captions, the subtitle, whatever, so that I could read what I was watching. But then I felt like I'm hardly watching what I'm watching because I'm trying to read, and I just spent a couple of days where I just pretty much slept because I was like, I can't do anything. I also had situational depression, so it's not like I could have filmed, and even if I did film, I couldn't edit because I couldn't hear. Because I had situational depression and I couldn't show up for my videos like this, I thought, oh, I'll do TikTok videos, and that way I don't have to talk. I can just do mini bursts of cleaning over on TikTok and Instagram Reels and on YouTube Shorts, just because I didn't want anyone to be left out. And then I quickly realized when I'd edited these TikTok short reels, I went onto Epidemic Sound and the music sounded tinny, and I'm like, how can I add music to these videos when I literally cannot even properly hear the music? So I don't know if it sounds good, I don't know if the two songs mesh together, and so that's why that didn't happen. Now and again this ear kind of closes over and then opens up and closes over and opens up. It's annoying, but I can actually now have a conversation and I can go back to watching stuff. The earache side of things has stopped. I can't feel anything. I think that is about it for this life update and why I've been MIA. I do want to mention I did film 2 videos in February. One was the spring simmer pot. I had to re-upload that because I got a copyright from Epidemic Sound. I actually thought I had a subscription that month when I put the video out, but I didn't. It's fine, I took it down and put it back up. I actually privated the video because I didn't want to lose the so sweet comments that a couple of you guys had left on it when I was away. And at first it privated the videos and the comments were still there, and then later on I went back and it said no comments, and I was like, what? So I was like, well, if there's no comments there, and I went on and I checked and it said no comments, and I was like, right, well, there's no point in me keeping it, so I deleted it and I re-uploaded it. I also filmed the cook and clean with me video in February as well. That is the video that I had been struggling all this time to finish editing and uploading. So after the conversation at the weekend, I was so productive. Like I said, I got the Christmas decorations in storage. I managed to finish editing that video, and now that's live. I've just felt so productive. So when I filmed the videos in February and I was like, I feel like I'm back, I felt like I was back, but I also felt like this feeling of being like, yay, was temporary, and it was. I feel like I'm back this time. The feeling doesn't feel fleeting. I actually feel really good, so I'm really happy about that. I have done so much since the weekend. I've finished editing that video, I've uploaded it, I filmed a life update that I accidentally deleted and paid £88.24 to get back, and it's a nightmare. I had 32 clips from the weekend, and I thought, I don't even care if you guys don't see me putting the Christmas decorations away, or Tia playing with me and Carl, or me making a cup of tea. You guys love my kitchen cleaning motivation, so I clean the dishes. I don't even care if you guys don't see all that because I can just film another video, it's fine. But what I said and the way I said it comes so organically and natural, and I actually felt like I was talking to friends for the first time instead of standing here talking to a camera. So I was absolutely gutted that I'd accidentally deleted it, and I thought, even if I can just get those 4 clips back of me talking, I don't care about the rest of it. Get this, guys, I don't know what God or the universe was trying to tell me, but all of my footage I was able to get back. I was also able to watch all of my clips back except the 4 where I was actually updating you guys on where I'd been and why. I don't even know. So it was an absolute waste of money, and I'm absolutely gutted because I could have used that somewhere else. Not because I could have and I wanted to, like, I really needed to use that somewhere else, but that's how important the flow of the conversation felt like. I had to share that video, and I didn't want to have to reiterate it because I would literally talk for hours. The main bulk of me updating you guys took 16 minutes. I have filmed about 16 minutes already. It's ridiculous. I'm going to get some cling film on this and tack this and the drinks around to school. It's now 10:30. I thought it might have been a little bit late because I feel like I've been studying all morning, but it's not been too bad. I've been studying an hour. as opposed to 16 minutes. I want to thank you guys so much for all of the love and support and the patience that you guys have shown in the comments and on my community tab. It really means the world to me. You guys have, you know, like I said, when you were saying things like, oh, when are you back? I really miss your content. That didn't feel like pressure. It actually give me a boost of motivation. On one of the comments, it inspired and motivated me enough that I got a little bit of editing done that day, just not enough to actually get it finished. But your comments mean the world to me, and I actually filmed that video on Saturday and I didn't even see a camera. I just saw all of your faces from the comments, and like I said, it kind of helped inspire and motivate me to really push to get back, because I want to get back for you guys. I also want to get back for myself. I really enjoy doing my YouTube videos and sharing and just, you know, connecting with everyone. So yeah, I really appreciate you guys so much. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad that we've got this life update done. I am going to be doing a cleaning video just to get this house back on track. I think I managed to salvage the cleaning footage that I've already done, so it is going to be over like 2 or 3 days maybe. And yeah, we're back, and I just hope that my videos can inspire the next one like they was doing in October and November. In past years, I used to sit down and try and brainstorm a bunch of video ideas, and I really struggled. And then in October and November, I would film, edit and upload a video, which would then inspire the next film, edit and upload, and so on and so on. And it was just the most awesome feeling to feel like I don't have to stress about what I'm going to post next, because it's just coming to me. But I'm going to let you guys go because I have been talking your ear off long enough. I appreciate you guys. I am just so grateful. So that is the life update. I mean, I don't really want to say I hope you guys enjoyed this video, because it's not really a video that I would be like, I hope you enjoyed it. But yeah, feel free to comment, feel free to subscribe. I hope you guys have an awesome week, and I will see you in Tuesday's video, where I feel like I can't wait to like actually be back. So again, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here and, you know, supporting me throughout the last couple of months, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.